a place that was unknown to us, man. We came over here. You know, that's the furthest you can get from the border. It's going on to the opposite side of the world.
That's right.
And that's where we at now, man. Most of us.
So I'm about to let the rest of it ride, and if you have something, just let me know. I'll stop it.
Had civility.
I'll right back a little
bit. And they were a regal class of Negro that came down into Africa, and later on, it was the Ashkenazi, the Islamic slave traders as well, that then worked.
So the Grecians, you know what I'm saying, that we just read in this Joel, worked with the coast of Palestine. Which was
Zidon.
Yep, which was those
Hamites.
Ishmaelites.
Oh, yeah, for the Palestine.
Yep.
Negro. That came down into Africa, and later on, it was the Ashkenazi,
the Grecians,
the Islamic slave traders as well,
Palestine,
that then worked together with the indigenous black Africans
to
enslave the regal house of Judah.
You Israelites.
This is what we've got to understand, but you've got to go back before the 16th century to understand the roots of it.
That's right.
So we're going to see, as we dig into this, where this slavery came from, because it was really a system that was very, very well crafted.
Yep.
There was Islamic masters, and there were...
Some? No, I was saying I looked up.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good.
White Ashkenazi Khazar ship owners. There were the buyers and the sellers. And they're not going to fill you in on all of this, but really you've got
who did they say is the ship owners? Run that back? Because I know, I think J.P. Morgan, which is the Chase Bank, they actually funded them ships back then. Let me see if I can.
You're going to see as we dig into this where this slavery came from, because it was really a system that was very, very well crafted.
Right.
There was Islam.
It said, didn't it say we read?
Yeah,
they have taken crafty counsel.
Yep.
Okay.
and the thing is, this book was written thousands of years ago, man.
That's right.
That lets you know this is 100% accurate.
Yeah, it says
that's truth.
Declaring the end from the beginning.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Masters, and there were white Ashkenazi Khazar ship owners.
White Ashkenazi Khazar ship owners.
Yep.
Okay. The buyers and the sellers.
Yes, and the sellers. And they're not going to fill you in on all of this, but really you've got a 4-tier system. Number one, you have the Negro nomads that were exiled from the kingdom of Judah.
And we read about that, in Babylon at Timbuktu in 70 AD. What happened? We were fleeing from Roman persecution. All right. It lets you know the slave markets were full of black Jewish slaves when we're really not Jewish, which is Jews. Okay. And actually, it was the kingdom of the Jews, which were 3 tribes. There was Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, which was the southern kingdom. Okay, and so that was all of us.
Number 2, you had indigenous black African hunters,
Hamites,
that resented the regal Negro nomads that had come into their territory with their own customs, with their own laws that were different and would not assimilate into their tribal culture. They were their own tribe.
That's right, because we were a special chosen people and living how we were living according to Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai. And when we came in the other land, and they, them Hamites, they circumcised they women, put back guano in their face, doo-doo, and did all manner of just beastly type stuff.
Sure, you can see some of that shit on Discovery Channel.
Right. And so, of course, they resented us.
The regal house of Judah. Number 3, you had Islamic trappers that worked with the indigenous black Africans to trap the regal Negro house of Judah. And then you had them sell them to the Ashkenazi ship merchants along with many Portuguese and British Ashkenazi.
And that's why, like it says, matter of fact, what did he just say? That last couple seconds.
House of Judah. And then you had them sell them to the Ashkenazi
Yep.
ship merchants.
So those Hamites, those that dark nation that people call Africans today, along with Arabs, the Ishmaelites, okay, they worked together and trapping us and grabbing us up, okay, and then sold us unto the Ashkenazi, so-called white people, all right, who are the Khazars, all right, the so-called Jewish people that call themselves Jewish people today, and sold us to them.
Along with many Portuguese and British.
Along with many Portuguese and British, okay, and those so-called, and matter of fact, those Portuguese and British, they Edomites too. They so-called white people too, okay, and then that's why you had some of our people speaking Portuguese. You know what I'm saying?
Like in South America and stuff like that.
in South America.
Portuguese and stuff,
And then it says also to the French too, because now some of our people, they speak
in Canada. Oh, Creole.
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 That's why. Yeah, that's why some of our people speak Creole. Mm-hmm. Okay, and then even in Spain too. So that's why some of our people speak Spanish.
Yeah.
All right, because those Spaniards, came, okay, and conquered too. Yeah. So
English.
Yeah, in English. You know what I'm saying? And that's why our people speak in English.
Yeah,
this is how it is. This is how it went, man. Yeah. All right. So it's high time to awake out of sleep, man. High time to awake out of sleep and come to the knowledge of the truth and who you really are. All right. So did you have anything else before we close up?
Trying to find the one on oppressors, but that basically we'll rise against our oppressors in the end.
And they are you sure the oppressors is the word?
Oppressor. Let's see.
Oh, and they shall rule over their oppressors?
Yeah.
I think that's Isaiah 14, I think you're thinking of. All right, because right now, we
it is.
Is that what you wanted?
Isaiah
all right, 14 and 2?
Yep.
Yeah, go ahead.
It says Isaiah 14 and actually, what does 1 say? I'll go to it real quick.
Two is the point.
Yeah. This Isaiah 14 and 2. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of Yahweh for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives whose captives they were. And that's what's going to come, man.
That's right.
Because the thing is, we've been oppressed by not only Esau, but also these other nations, man. Mm-hmm. They all got a hand in it, man.
That's right.
So we gotta basically pay them back double what they did to us.
And according to 2 Thessalonians 1 and 6, that is a righteous thing with God, to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you.
Okay.
It's a righteous thing with God that we're going to do this. Okay. But then after we do that and give them their judgment and give them their punishment and give them double, okay, and they build up our kingdom and they're slaves unto us, all right, the so-called white man, Esau, Edom, is going to be obliterated off the planet Earth, and all the other nations get to go to their own lands and live. Yeah. They'll be in tribute to us, and they'll have to follow the law, statutes, and commandments of this Bible, which is the best thing for everybody. You know what I'm saying? That's how you can live and truly live. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what's going to happen.
Yep.
Okay, so we're coming into that time where the Lord is about to come destroy this place, set up the kingdom of heaven. Those that were our oppressors, we're going to oppress them. Matter of fact, let me just go ahead and read it. It says again, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel, the Israelites, shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids. What's another word for servants and handmaids? Slaves. And they shall take them captive, whose captives they were, and shall rule over their oppressors, man.
Yep.
So hopefully that was edifying. With that, we're going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations to all you Akim pushing this word in truth and sincerity. And with that, I'm going to say shalom.
Shalom.
Abad the ball.
Abba.